So let's say, yeah.
They created.
That
Do
wasn't
you
the
think that?
question.
Do you think they used the dominance in Hollywood to brainwash people as with propaganda?
Well, I mean, the evidence is there, isn't it? But look at
Yeah.
do they still control Hollywood?
Well, yeah. I mean, so yeah. What about the banks? I mean, I'm asking you questions that we know the answer to.
No,
Not
no.
you know.
There've been a lot of there've been a lot of Jewish bankers, but I mean, you make the mistake. You make the same mistake as these idiots who claim about white supremacy, mate. You know, as though all whites are.
So you don't think there's a
So
pattern
are you
of
saying?
I'm saying that there's you've got little cliques of people who gang up on everybody else.
So do you think? So you're saying that white supremacy doesn't exist?
No, I'm not saying that.
oh shit?
So white supremacy exists.
No, if white supremacy it was an historical thing. It was called white world supremacy. That's a
Oh,
fact.
what? Wait. World supremacy. Tell me the difference between
white world
white
supremacy because
white world supremacy
the world was controlled by the white man, right?
by the white man.
By the white man.
Was this white man like a Christian or what?
No, don't play silly, stupid. You know what?
Nah, so you're talking about we're talking about
the history of the world for the
Because-
past the history of the world for the past 1,000 years was largely, not entirely, but largely the history of the white race, right?
okay.
Now,
I just want to be specific, with this white race that we're talking about.
people who claim that these idiots are called Trump or white supremacists. They look everywhere. They see white supremacy. Well, I'm sorry, but I walk down my street and I see white people begging. You know, well, not here.
So Alexander, what do you think about the idea that the Jews crew is a big reason why some people are going crazy in America, in particular?
Jewish organizations have been infiltrated by communists for a long time.
But they're
By
Jews
communists?
crew, though. They're Jews crew.
I thought
I
the
mean-
Juice Crew kind of created.
They did create
And when you
communism,
combine that with the active communists,
They didn't create communism. No,
They didn't. Oh,
but
No.
wait, time out, Alex. You're kind of. Let me bring you back real quick. What do you think about that concept that the Jews crew are a big reason as to why some people are running rampant in this country in particular?
Jewish liberals and Jewish communists, yeah. But Jews have been faithful servants of communism, but it's been entirely an unreciprocated love affair. If you look at the history of
But communists
hey,
cannot.
can you tell us about I would like to know about these right-wing Jews. Let me know what are they into?
Stephen Miller, for example. Well, Jews can be patriots as well, can't they?
Can they? I don't know. Tell me.
They just seem to be very,
Patriots to who?
very,
I mean,
very,
to like
very
America
shrewd.
or to their?
There you go. I mean,
They're just it's a very conniving group. I mean, is it fair to be worried of them, Alexander? You can't be mad at people for noticing.
we can say the same thing about blacks, can't you?
Well,
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
You can. We
yeah.
absolutely do that every day. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
here's the funny
But
thing.
you don't think?
Are you going to
Guys.
try to act with the same brush as these arseholes in the ghetto, or what's her name?
I might.
That
Depends on if you tell me to leave unjustifiably.
that what's her name? That Democrat, mousy Democrat. What's her fucking name now? Jasmine Crockett. I mean,
You know
Yeah, what about
what?
it?
I forgot. I didn't even do the fucking story that I would do.
Which are the main event?
Yeah, I didn't even do that. Hold on. Let me get to this, man.
Well, it's good because you saved me some career-ending things that I could have said about the Jews.
So,
You know what's funny, though, is-
please put a pen in it, please. I mean,
What's funny
maybe we
is
can get fishermen.
it's
have
funny
some
that
fishermen.
so much of the sort of paranoia about white replacement and all that sort of stuff that the
it's
left.
fair. There's not paranoia. It's true.
Hold on. Let me, before you jump all over me, let me even make my statement. If I've been listening to you go on, let me just give me a minute, man. Let me cook. For all that messaging that's being pushed upon Western societies right now, that many trace to what they call the Jews or Israel. They're pushing for sort of dilution of the whites in this country. That's what they're pushing for. But you never hear them, and they base it on disparity of percentages, and that's why there's racism. But you never hear them say there's too many Jews in the news media. There's too many Jews in film. There's too many Jews in banking. They'll say there's too many whites for everything, but they'll never say that about themselves.
Well, that's anti-Semitic. You can't say things.
Well,
like
they're getting the shit kicked out of them, aren't they? After October 7th. I mean, that's
What? Why you keep saying October 7th? Wasn't CNN already there like on October 6th? Didn't people lose their job over that?
I don't follow you.
I said, wasn't Cruz on CNN there on October 6th waiting for the good shot to get for the war that was planned on October 7th?
I still don't understand. What you saying? It's some sort of false flag? Are you saying it's some sort of false flag?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's silly. That's beyond. That's silly.
That's silly. Okay,
Yeah,
so
can
you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why Can you tell me why the IDF turned their guns on its own people? I mean, I'm just curious.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, BB knew they were gonna attack. They knew IDF knew they were gonna attack.
But they still attack though. That's the same logic when somebody say
but they could have stopped them though, Chief. They allowed them to slaughter all those people. They could have stopped them.
They turned their guns on their own citizens. I mean, that's documented. Isn't Netanyahu?
There were 3 people killed accidentally by the IDF.
Oh, just 3 people?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you think so? Oh, dang! I thought you
look at the reaction to October 7th, right? Look at the reaction to it.
The reaction? Yeah. I remember the 40 dead babies. I remember the atrocity propaganda. Hey, can I tell you what I saw on October 7th? Let me tell you, because I was on Twitter all the time. So when I saw the people paratrooping in, right, and the the next picture I saw was probably about 12 men, and like they were all stripped in their underwear and zip ties. Some of them were naked, and I was thinking to myself, "Oh my God, these Palestinians have gone crazy." I can only imagine what Israel's going to do. This is October 7th when it happened. And then the very next day, I couldn't find that picture anywhere. But they're talking about 40 dead babies. And I'm like, oh wow, this is a big deal. And and I remember a lot of people were looking into this whole 40 dead. And turns out less than 10 hours later, that was false. And this is after Ben Shapiro posted a fake dead dog and using it as a baby, which is just incredibly.
Yeah, but Arabs kill babies all the time. Like it's nothing for Arab to kill a baby.
Okay. Well, I would just hope that they would show us.
I'm just talking about like this. Like listen, man. Those people ain't no little dainty fucking flowers, man. They some rough fucking
100%.
I'm not about to see.
But can I tell you? You mind if I tell you? All right, so I was still curious about those multiple people those multiple males that were all naked or whatever, because I really thought that those were because there was a concert going on. So
okay.
I was very
quickly though, because I got to get to the story.
I was very dumbfounded when I found out that on October 7th, those men that were in their underwear, they were actually Palestinian men. So that means that on October 7th, the IDF already captured these men. So yeah,
but
that's why I never saw that anymore.
But I'm with you, Og. Look, I'm not trying to defend the Samsung words at all. But let's keep it a buck on the Jews crew, though. Those motherfuckers, as smart as they are, and they create iPhones or whatever the fuck, they're smart. But they are dangerous, you gotta admit that.
I know they're dangerous, but the Arabs are very dangerous Like
Yeah,
the
for sure.
Arabs, the Arabs do terrorist attacks all the time. They send people over into Israel.
Yeah.
They get the IDF, well not the IDF, but whatever their little police thwarts like dozens of bombers a day.
Yeah.
Dozens
Well,
of what they call them, suicide bombers.
yeah, yeah. Well, I told you once, and you agreed. Make no mistake about it. If the roles were reversed, the Sun Wars would obliterate Gaza.
Oh yeah,
They wouldn't hold back. They would annihilate the Jewish crew.
annihilated. They would kill every single one of them.
So you're making the same mistake. It isn't the Arabs, it's Islamism. The problem. It's
No, it's the DNA is the problem.
no,
yeah, it's
no,
DNA.
it's fire in the minds of men. It's called.
Let me.
I'll tell you
lots
this
of-
much: they couldn't have picked a worse neighborhood.
You got white Islamists as well,
The Israelis.
and
But they're so close to controlling the oil. So close.
If you
They
look
just
at
need
what
they just need them out. They just need Iran out of the way, and they control the whole oil industry.
if you look at the way
They want-
look at the way
That's a big win for Israel. You know.
if you look at the way they're being treated, the Jews are being treated now. It's because they're white. Because
That's
would
why
have
they're
all-
hated as well.
well, yeah, you wouldn't have all this hysteria if they weren't white.
Yeah,
You know-
their arrogance doesn't really help people either. You know.
You know, we see a lot of stories on the show, and you know, you come to certain conclusions about people and their groups, and I think just as sons should appreciate the world that gliders have created, you know, all the law and order and medicine, the reality the gliders have created, sons should appreciate it. Well, gliders should be grateful and appreciate the world that the Juice Crew runs. The same way, it all works out.
I would agree. I mean, I love Jewish comedy. I mean, come on, we need Blazing Saddles.
You need to appreciate your Jews.
Yeah. Love George Carlin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jews are very good comedians and very good basketball coaches too.
You said
like
basketball coaches?
No, Italians are the basketball coaches.
And they're really good at banking. You can't make that a negative. That's a positive.
We need bands, right?
And
It's
they're
their
great
basketball.
lawyers. They're
It's
they're
their
great
basketball,
lawyers.
sons. You got to appreciate that.
Basketball is their bacon. Okay, let me play this, man.
All right, back here in Metro Atlanta tonight, we're learning the name of the man shot and killed at Cone Park last night.